Buongiorno, beautiful souls. Buenos dias, beautiful souls. It's that time of day again where we get to absolutely dissolve the story that we keep running in our lives. We get to dissolve it. We get to let it go. And to, well, I'll give you right off the bat a little quote from Yogananda when he entitles it, When Will You Find God? When will you find God? And I'm banking that we're going to find at least a little inkling of God this morning, right? A little more than ever before, possibly, could be. So this is what he says, though. When will we find God? When all our desires for other things are finished. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Lisa and Jim. Clark. Yeah. So here's how we can kind of gauge, get a little awareness on where we stand in this thing called the spiritual life and seeking the truth and surrendering, our old stuff so that we can start afresh every single day with a new outlook, a new perspective, a better attitude than we had yesterday and things like that. But he said, listen, when will you find God? When all your desires for other things are finished, meaning that you really don't desire anything but the one, to have the union, communion, the bliss ecstasy with the one. And he says, when you realize that the only thing worth having is the one, when we realize that the only thing worth having is the truth, is the beloved, right? So when all our desires are finished, when we realize that the only thing worth having is that union, that beloved with the beloved. And then finally, he says, when every thought and every feeling, this is how we'll enter our meditation this morning. When every thought, every feeling is drenched with the thought of God. Wow. Wow. Is that possible? Is that possible, my dears? What is it? I'm not going to ask you what does your mind say about that. I'm going to ask you, what does your soul and heart say about that? Don't listen to the mind. Don't listen to your mind ever, right? But your heart and soul, yes, you can listen and see how that fits for you. When every thought, every feeling is drenched with the thought of God. So if you haven't closed your eyes, let's close them now. A good time to close them off to the distractions, right? Close them off to other things that have happened already this morning for you, or is going to happen at the rest of the day for you. And we can put it aside. Yeah, because this is what Eckhart Tolle says about being in the present moment. We can meditate on this too. Most humans are never fully present because unconsciously they believe that the next moment must be more important than this one. Unconsciously. It's always the next thing, right? People live for the next thing. I remember as a kid, going to school, you're always, waiting for the next thing, which is to get out of the school, out of the classroom, right? Maybe for recess and then go home and then you can play again. But it's always the next thing. And as a monk, it's the same thing, because we had so very little entertainment when we were able to have a movie night that would every once a month we'd have a movie night, and all I could think about was that movie night. Anyway, It's always that next thing that seems most important than this one. But then Eckhart goes on to say, if that's our process, that the next thing is going to be better than this, he says, but then you miss your whole life. You miss your whole life. You miss your whole life, which is never not now, right? Meaning that if it's not in the now, we miss it. We miss the most beautiful thing of life, which is to keep our thoughts and feelings drenched, drenched with the awareness of spirit. So let's find a way that this breath that's coming into you becomes that here and now, right here, right now, so that you can start to ease, ease in, ease in to this loving presence that's just been waiting for you and me. Just been waiting for us to come into that place where we let everything go away except our one yearning, our one supreme heart's desire for that oneness, for that completion. The only one we can really say, you complete me, is to ourself, to our soul, to the Christ consciousness that we are, the divinity of the Christos that we are. So, with that breath married to your deepest longing, your deepest desire, let's put it that way, your heart's desire and the breath merge together, one reminding the other. The heart always singing a love song to the divine, always, because love is the song of the soul singing to God. And the breath is always saying to you, in just this breath, in this moment, in my heart with the beloved. So let's feel how powerful is that heart and its love songs and the breath that's reminding us that right here, in just this breath, in this moment in our heart, we merge, we surrender, we let go. So only the beloved is in our consciousness. We are drenched with our hearts immersed in the awareness of the one beloved. So from the Saint Germain teachings, I'd like to present this question to you. Who is the Holy Christ self? The Holy Christ self. Well, you don't have to look too far, my dears. The Holy Christ self is you, the individualized divine self. It's you. Could you just put the other you or me aside for a moment and address the real you? Meet and greet the real you with a big soul hug, your full adoration, and all your love to meet and greet that other you, the true you, the Holy Christ you. It stands between your human personality and the I am presence or the God self. It's right here between our human personality and our I am self or God self. Acting as an inner teacher, guide, guru, savior. And it's the personal Christ. It's not just the galactic Christ, it's the personal Christ. That you are meeting and greeting right now and hugging and loving right now as you. It's the flawless spiritual blueprint of your soul. That's held in the mind of our Creator. The spiritual blueprint of your soul that's being held. We live in the mind of the Creator right now, my dears. We're always in the mind of the Creator. We are the mind of the Creator. So each of us has a Christ presence. Our divine inheritance, you can say. Your divine inheritance is the Christ presence. Residing within us, just above the physical octave, that frequency we usually live in, the physical octave. But this is free from ego, karma, and illusion. This Christ presence, our divine inheritance, free from ego, free from karma, free from illusion. And it speaks in the voice of conscience. And the voice of your conscience, the Christos speaks, inspires us with noble thoughts, drenched in the love of God. And at the same time reveals the soul's highest purpose. Mm. So think of it this way, that there's two parts to you and me. One is the you that's all caught up in itself and its story and its aches and pains, worries and fears, traumas and dramas, and so on. And the other you is the real you, the Christ presence. So there's two yous living life on a daily basis. So I'm inviting you right now to put foremost, or just today, the Christ presence you. Just for today. Give it a chance. Give your beloved a chance to blow your mind out of the water. To remove the vestiges of doubt, worry, fear, just long enough today, so that the truth of you becomes absolutely convincing, that your real identity become known to you just today. Let the Christ presence have its way with you today. And the other you to have a holiday. Of what it likes to do, and that's distract and all that kind of stuff, but it's not going to distract you because you're focused, centered, and drenched in the love of the Christos presence, the Christ presence. And here's what it's going to be doing every day of our lives, every moment, every breath. Here's what it does for us without us even knowing it. The Christ presence within us radiates, radiates like the sun. It radiates the wisdom, love and power, the wisdom, love, and power of God into our daily consciousness. Wow. So you might slip a little back to the you that seems to be doing her or his life. But in truth, this Christ presence is radiating wisdom, love, and power of God into your daily activities. Every moment of today, it's radiating wisdom, love, and power into you. All we need to do is put our attention and intention and heart and soul and our minds and just drench ourselves in this greatest gift of all that we've always had, the greatest gift of all, a divine inheritance of Christ's presence. But there's more. That Christ's presence daily, every second of your physical existence, every moment, it guides you gently, my dears. It guides you gently, but firmly toward virtue, service, and self mastery. What a power that you inherently and inherited you have in daily life, in your worst hair days, in the agony and the ecstasy. You might say to yourself often today that this Christ presence is my real self. The Christ presence is my real self. The Christ presence is my real self, guiding me gently toward the goal of my incarnations, union with the divine. And visualize now as you are really with the real you, Christ presence. The other is on holiday, away from you, not to bother you. But this Christ presence gives you a key to your freedom. The key to your ascension. A key that opens every window of opportunity for you to be in union with this presence and merge in the I am presence. The key that will give you union with this divine Christ presence. So you can merge with the real you, 100%. And now, guess who gets to lead you on from here? The light of that Christ presence will now open all doors for you so that your divine identity and oneness with begins to express on earth. All doors of opportunity are now open through which the divine identity that you possess, that you are drenched with love for right now, will be expressing its light, its love, and its wisdom, whatever you do, wherever you go, whoever you're with, in all conditions, regardless of your physical attachments and desires. It won't matter. Because we don't matter. We are not matter. We are the divine perfection of the Christ presence. Well, we thank you, O Christ, Krishna, the Masters, Father, Mother, friend, beloved God. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts to be able to spend some time with who we really are and to release our obsession with that which we're not. And through thy grace, we lower our chin and we bow your head. Thank you for your help with all of this, O Spirit. I am thee, thou art me, we are one. I am thee, thou art me, we are one. And that is that. So it is. So be it. Aho. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Tara, for your beautiful heart and soul attention this morning. Lynn, Lori, thank you for your Christos presence. Yeah. And thanks for leaving that other part of you alone for a while. And completely enjoy the immersion. We used to have those immersions in love. Some of you have done those in the old days at the Soul of Yoga, right? We did the immersion in love. Well, let's be in the immersion in love all together on this beautiful day. As we get ready for July, it's going to be a heck of a month, but let's enjoy the rest of this June. It's been a heck of a month, right? And you're a heck of a soul. So enjoy yourselves today, okay? Yeah, enjoy yourselves. Yeah, completely, 100%. Go bonkers. Go bonkers on enjoying yourself today. Because there's two yous, right? It's not that difficult to figure out which one you want to tune to today, right? There's just two choices. Yeah. Right, Deb? There's just two choices. It's simple. Yeah. You might start laughing and you don't know why. You might start smiling more. You don't know why, but now you do know why, because that's the real you. And it's time to lighten up. It's really time to lighten up and not take anything too seriously. All right. So we got that. That's one little thing that I think is really important for all of us at the with the world kind of going bonkers too, right? So let our souls have the say. Usually the ego always tries to have the last say, but now we'll let the love have it last say. All right. Beautiful. So spread the joy. Thank you, Deb. You look like you're ready to go somewhere. Yeah. Nice. All right. Be safe, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for your beautiful focus this morning. I could feel it. I could feel it miles and miles and miles away. Yeah. All right. Much love and light to y'all. And we'll see you again soon. Really soon. Lots of love. Mwah. We love, we love, we care, and we share. Brilliant. Aho. Namaste. Have a good day. Thank you all. Perfect.